Hey guys, your wish is my command. Let's look at physical touch. And I'll be looking at two stories here. I know you might be wondering, how can we touch God? Well, I've heard at this, my mentors and spiritual leaders I've listened to over time saying they've been able to touch God. And how can you touch God? In the place of intimacy, in the place of prayer, where you experience God in certain ways. And God can touch us too. You know, it touches us to heal us. It touches us to bless us. It touches us to anoint us. Thou anointed my head with oil, and all of those things. So yes, it's very possible to touch God. I'll be using two stories to give a brief description about this. The woman with the alabaster box in Luke chapter 7. You can read it by yourself from verse 36 to verse 50. I will just highlight some verses. Verse 40, this is when she came with the oil, was kissing the feet of the master, and the Pharisees and Peter were like, oh, does Jesus know who this is? She's a sinner and all of that. How can Jesus be allowing her touch him? And verse 44, Jesus said to Simon, see this woman, I entered into your house, you gave me no water for my feet, but she has washed my feet with tears and wiped them with the hairs of her head. You gave me no kiss, but since this time I came, she has not ceased to kiss my feet. She has anointed my feet with ointment. Right? And then he says, her sins, which are many, are forgiven, for she loved much. Right? And then verse 50 says, thy faith has saved thee. Go in peace. So God saw all of those things she was doing as an expression of love, even though she knew that she was undeserving of it because she's a sinner. Right? And then one issue of blood, Mark 5 from verse 25 to verse 34, you can read that as well. She making a decision to say that if I may but touch his clothes, I may be whole. She also knew that she cannot appear before him anyway because of her sickness, and maybe she was also undeserving. But Jesus knew that he was touched. Right? And then he said to her as well, daughter, your faith has made you whole. Go in peace. So in situations where you feel like, oh, I'm not deserving of the love of the Father, I've done a lot of things and all of that, these two women knew they were also undeserving, but then they just said, if I may just touch. And Jesus termed that touch an expression of love, but then he called it faith. And that is what brings Hebrews 11:6 to life. But without faith, it's impossible to please God. For he that cometh to God, you are coming to touch him. You are coming that, okay, you want something, or you want to, become his. You want him to love you as well. You want him to see you. You must believe that he is, and he's a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. And we understand that in seeking him as well, it means that you want to get to know him because you love him. So faith is the factor about touching God. And we also know that from 1 John 4, it says that we love him because he first loved us. The physical touch here is that you can touch God through your faith. So where is your faith? As you go this week, as you go today, I'll encourage you to actually take some time in the word. As you seek him, then he's able to reveal himself to you. Then he's able to fix all of that. And if you even think you are undeserving of this, right, because of it,